Well, fantastic for the British pair. Big hugs from the family for Chris and Gabby Adcock. And a huge result for Britain. We've got more British in the next quarter-final from Glasgow. The poster girl, the home crowd favourite, Kirsty Gilmour of Scotland. She's up against the former world #1, Saina Nehwal. Well, you can see the quarter-finals draw onwards. Chen Yufei and Pasala v Sindhu already through to that semi-final tomorrow. And we've got Nozomi Okuhara and Carolina Marin out on court #2 at the moment. That will be, one of those two will be waiting in the semi-finals tomorrow for either Kirsty Gilmour or Saina Nehwal. Nehwal back on form. She was looking tremendous yesterday in the last 16, that performance over Sung Ji-hyun. But Kirsty Gilmour perhaps in the form of her life. Best week of badminton certainly I've ever seen Kirsty Gilmour play. Let's see how this one goes here today.
Okay, what's your choice? Red or black? Red? Black. Black? Sorry? Decide?
So Saina Nehwal at the bottom of our screens will be kicking us off. Kirsty Gilmour from Scotland in blue at the top of our screens. The 23-year-old from Bells Hill in Scotland. Quite a way off her career high of 14. She's currently ranked 31 in the world rankings. And that match yesterday in the last 16, He Bingjiao, the #6 seed of China, 72 minutes. I wonder whether that's going to play any impact on today's match. That was quite a late match last night. Let's hope Kirsty Gilmour still has the energy. She's going to need it here today against this former world #1 from Jaipur in India, Saina Nehwal, 27 years of age. A difficult year for her last year, 2016, plagued with injury, but she's on the fight back. Currently ranked 16 in the world. And although she's through this week so far in straight games, that was not an easy win yesterday against Sung Ji-hyun, the #2 seed. A fierce battle out on court #1. And yes, former world #1, no surprise, she's ahead in the head-to-head, 4-0 that last meeting in straight games, 19 and 16. But it was some years ago now, the French Open, about 3 years ago, 2014. These two, both very different players now. Eddie Rufianto from Indonesia, our umpire for today's women's singles, and Charles Wang Che Wei of Taipei, the service judge. Well, we watched both of these women yesterday, Lars. Do you think they're able to maintain that kind of performance that we saw in the last 16, both of them?
Yeah, of course, I expect the same level from both of them. And as you said, it's the last encounter was a long time ago. So even though the head-to-head says 4-0 in favor of Saina Nehwal, then it'll be interesting to see if Gilmour can be a threat to her today.
So Eddie Rufianto about to get us underway with this women's singles quarter-final, and at stake a bronze medal or more.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Saina Nehwal, India. And on my left, Kirsty Gilmour, Scotland. Kirsty Gilmour to serve, love all, play.
So we might just see a very biased crowd here. Kirsty Gilmour, the local girl. And what a performance it was yesterday, the game of her life.
Love. Service over, 1-all.
We were talking last night, Kirsty Gilmour looking like a different player in 2017 than we've seen in previous years.
Yeah, to me, I think she has matured a lot. She's got more confidence in her game and better control of and better shot selection in her attack. And of course, she's missing one here, but she has impressed me a lot in this tournament in particular, but also the way she made it to the final in the European Championships this year, even though it was the same result as she got last year in European Championships. I think it was in a much more convincing style this time.
Yeah, great judgment from Saina Nehwal.
1.
Well, I'm looking forward to witnessing the fierce attack from both of these women. Both of them have a great smash on them. Kirsty Gilmour been working on that two-footed jump smash we saw so often yesterday. And when Saina Nehwal starts hitting lines with her smash, we're in for a real battle.
Service over, 2-4.
Yeah, and that's definitely what the tactical preparations in both camps has been about. That is gaining the initiative and getting the opportunity to attack, because that is the force of both girls, as you so rightly say.
Yeah, I'm very keen to find out what's going to happen with this one. It might look very different on paper, but for me, I don't think there's much between both of these women. Similar styles of play, very aggressive, very athletic, a lot of power in that smash, as we said. And Saina Nehwal moving very well yesterday compared to whenever I've seen her over the last year or so. If she's back anywhere close to her best, then she somehow manages to pick up shots that you're never expecting. And combined with that big attack, she really does have a good all-round game at her best.
And what was so impressive to me about Saina Nehwal yesterday against Sung Ji-hyun of Korea was that it actually seemed that her stamina was better than her opponents, which I didn't expect going into the match. But her coach, Vimal Tomar, also told me the other day that he was very happy with the way that their preparations coming into this championships had been. So, and I think she definitely proved that yesterday.
Oh, good to see Gilmour once more with the variety on serve.
7-3.
We saw yesterday perhaps 80% of her serves with the forehand, maybe more. Some backhand serve short, but this time the flick serve on the backhand.
So it's over, 4-7.
Oh, great shot from Kirsty Gilmour. She was moving up into the round the head corner, the cross smash.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's important for Kirsty Gilmour to these last two rallies to get a proof that she can actually match Saina Nehwal, match a player of that level, because it is better position today than what she faced yesterday in her impressive win over Heping Jiao from China.
Oh, another big smash from Gilmour, this time the tape preventing the shuttle from flying down the line.
Yeah, and that's another example that at least I sense a little bit that she's trying to overdo her shots. She thinks that maybe her normal game is not enough, and that's dangerous, because the only thing you can do is to play your best game. If you could play it better, then she would have done it yesterday as well.
So it's over.
And personally, I think it could be enough actually if she plays the same way. But if she takes two big risks, then she's surely not going to win today.
Yeah, good backhand cross block from Kirsty Gilmour. Saina Nehwal just trying to keep the shuttle too tight to the net. And another clean winner for Gilmour.
It's all.
There's that jump smash we see so rarely in the women's singles game. And another backhand near the net. Saina Nehwal looking to keep things so tight.
Yeah, and more importantly, Gilmour has loosened up a little bit and is playing more relaxed now, and she needs to do that, because that's the most efficient way for her to play.
Good lead, that one out into the sidelines.
10-8.
And right now it's Saina Nehwal who has to come up with a new idea, because she's not getting the lifts that she wants, so she's not getting the opportunity to attack.
Service catching the tape, but Nehwal composed enough. Well, this is the sort of game I was expecting. And the lift didn't quite have the length to push Gilmour out of position. A great cross smash. Forehand and a great start to the match for Gilmour, 11-8.
Before you go shot. You're not hitting full swing, you're just knocking and then you change to the back, you always caught. Yeah, just be careful, a little bit height is fine. Yeah, as long as you clear a bit, it's okay. You can take the smash. Yeah. Okay.
Quarter 1, 20 seconds. Quarter 1, 20 seconds.
Well, Indian coach not looking quite as relaxed as he did yesterday, and Saina Nehwal with the small shaking of the head, looking frustrated out there at the moment.
She's definitely not happy with the way the match is running right now. Seems frustrated.
Fantastic cross net from Gilmour.
13-8.
Yeah,
How much control that body movement.
Yeah, and we can notice how she manages to move her opponent cross-court all the time. She's giving angles, so that makes Saina Nehwal twist and turn almost in every shot. And this time she goes up and over as her coach suggested in the mid-game interval.
Yeah, from a cagey few points at the very start. Since then, Kirsty Gilmour executing what looks like a perfect game plan.
Service over. 9-14.
Good clip back across court initially, but not quite in position to take that one as early as she would have liked.
And again, every time Saina Nehwal plays a straight smash,
14.
then Kirsty Gilmour is trying to make an angle return to move it away from her, because she knows that Saina Nehwal likes to follow up straight in the front court after her smashes.
Well, good 3 points from Saina Nehwal.
14.
What a net shot, but Kirsty Gilmour finding the length from the lift. And Gilmour slipped.
12.
Yeah, and that was
14.
also one of the things that
Wipe the court.
the Scottish coach Wong Tat Ming told Kirsty Gilmour in the mid-game interval that it's okay to lift it high. You can you can defend towards the smash from Saina Nehwal, and we saw before that it's actually a bigger problem when the lift is too flat, because then Nehwal can attack from further in front in the court.
Yeah, good change of pace from Nehwal, the slower drop. Nehwal's right foot slipping on that previous shot.
Play. Play left.
Well, Gilmour certainly taking her time in receipt of serve. And the reaction smash out wide from Nehwal.
15-12.
A good rally from Kirsty Gilmour from the start. Brilliant from Kirsty Gilmour. Looking very controlled as she moves around the court.
16-12.
Yeah, and she manages to mix up the powerful hard attacks and softer ones like this one.
Well, big shout from Saina Nehwal. That was an important point for her to win.
16.
Yeah, but with the style Gilmour is playing, you must expect some mistakes now and again, and especially against a player of Nehwal's quality. So it's important that she does as she does here, just stay on the game plan and be ready for the next rally and try the same plan once again. She's making so many winners that she can afford to make some mistakes.
Yeah, better net shot from Saina Nehwal.
14-17.
Plenty of height to play with from the shot of Kirsty Gilmour. Made it easy for Nehwal to take control of the net. Oh, that's unfortunate for Kirsty Gilmour. The slight deception
15,
and the push
17.
down the line helped out of the court with the drift.
Yeah, and a good variation to playing it cross-court as she has done so many times. So it was a good idea.
Yeah, impressed with her technique, Kirsty Gilmour. Very economical, good racket preparation. Her father was junior national coach for Scotland. So no surprise, Gilmour with a good technique.
16-17.
Fantastic from Gilmour. Huge jump after the fast footwork to get up and behind the shuttle, and then...
And this is exactly an example of the maturity I'm talking about of Kirsty Gilmour. Not so long ago, she would definitely, in an under pressure situation like this, only 17-16 up, she would have gone for a power attack. This time she chooses to play another build-up shot with the punch clear instead.
Yeah, and a very good punch clear it was. Saina Nehwal so late in that forehand corner. First Scottish woman to ever make a quarter-final in women's singles in these World Championships. First British woman to make a quarter-final in the last 10 years, in fact. So an incredible achievement for Kirsty Gilmour.
4-3.
But we can all see the way she's been playing this week. She feels like she's at a level that deserves a place in the semi-finals. A quarter-final for her just won't be enough.
Service over. 4-all.
Oh, and it's called wide. We might see a challenge, will we? No.
5-4.
That was a great shot from Nehwal, so close to the line. But even Nehwal could see that was just wide.
One could wonder if this could be the year for the Indian women's singles. They have come closer and closer to the title here. Have obviously never won it yet, but
Thank you.
First Sindhu took bronze or consecutive bronze medals, and then last time in 15, as you said, Nehwal made the final. And then at last year's Rio Olympics, Sindhu also made the final, won the silver. So they are getting closer, and maybe this year could be the year where we see the first Indian
6-4.
Indian woman to win women's singles.
Quality judgment from Saina Nehwal. That lift again.
5-6.
Gilmour struggling to control the length of some of these shots. As we've seen all week so far, some element of drift. End to end from the bottom of your screen towards the top. And also a little left to right at times. Yeah, well played, Nehwal, just stretching Gilmour. Uncharacteristic error from her in defence. She looked a little tired. A little slower than we've seen coming out of that rear corner. I'm hoping it's not a sign of fatigue after that epic last 16 match against Bing Zhao yesterday. Straight smash from Gilmour, straight down the line.
6.
Well, you can hear big applause going on in the arena. And we should mention waiting for one of these two to come through this quarter-final into tomorrow's semi-final will be Nozomi Okuhara. She has just dispatched the current world champion, 2 times world champion Carolina Marin in 93 minutes. 21-15, that final score. So Okuhara into Nehwal's back. Executed well and perfect length from Kirsty Gilmour.
Yeah, and it seems like Gilmour has found the right power to play her shots with, and is comfortable at this end as well, which is very important for her.
Service over. 9-10.
But I have a feeling that Gilmour needs to build up a lead of 3 or 4 points when we come towards the end of this game, because otherwise I'm afraid for her that Nehwal will show her experience as she did towards the end of the first game.
Service over. 11-9 interval.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you there, Lars. I think if it comes to a very close finish to this second game, Nehwal might come out on top. Anyway, 11-9, Gilmour in front in the second.
Slowing down her, right? Yeah. You slow to break her for 1 or 2 shots is fine. After that, you need to go quick. Yeah. Especially when you chang one. You chang one now, you're like, no. Yeah. It's easy to do. Then a little bit can, okay? After that, must be quick. Otherwise, you don't let her have the time to play her shots. Yeah. Because if she got time, she shot coming. Yeah, very well. And then
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Play.
Yeah, good forehand, Kirsty Gilmour. Nehwal outstretched.
12-9.
Yeah, and Gilmour's coach, Wong Tat Meng, wanted her to bring Nehwal a little more forward, close to the net as she does here, and then play a fast shot over her to the rear court. And I think he's very right in that.
Just tightened up.
Service
The forehand
over.
cross sliced drop shot.
10,
Kirsty Gilmour
13.
needs to stay focused right now. She needs to maintain that lead.
Eleven, 13.
Pressure's getting to Gilmour.
Play let. Come down.
Assertive umpiring, a let called. A challenge. That
Saina
backhand
Nehwal
lift
challenges score in.
accused of being long by Saina Nehwal. Let's see what Hawkeye can tell us. Well, it's right at the back of the line.
7 unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining.
In my opinion, that was a quite important challenge. Not so much the meaning of the 1 point, but for Gilmour to see
14,
that she's
11.
playing the right length on her shots there. Had it been out, then she would start probably doubting a little bit and maybe playing too short on the next one.
Yeah, perfect from Gilmour. Really opening up the court, forcing Saina Nehwal wider and wider as the rally
15,
goes
11.
on. Creating the space, Nehwal not even on that side of the court as Gilmour plays the forehand smash down the line. Great shot again, once more, Kirsty Gilmour. Notice how she opens up the court.
17-11.
It was the punch clear last, was it not? That did the damage.
Yeah, but she's playing very relaxed now and using a lot of the softer shots. And in addition to that, she takes the initiative from the beginning of the rally with a variety of different services. Which I have said earlier on in this tournament that to my opinion, I think that that she's using the high serve too much. But now because she can do lots of different serves and it puts the opponent under pressure and when they don't know what's coming.
13-17.
Yeah, she's a powerful player, Gilmour, and covers the court so well. No reason why she can't look to get the attack straight from the beginning. Great smash once more. She's certainly found her range.
Yeah, but notice that Gilmour is not using full power in this smash. She places it and plays it maybe 80% or something like that. Here, very good snap with the forearm.
Play.
Yeah, snatched at one more forehand, Gilmour.
14-18.
Well, tough for Saina Nehwal, now needing 6 of the next 8 points to stay with Gilmour.
Service over.
Gilmour is a little bit lucky here. She plays it back in the same side as Nehwal made her initial attack here, whereas up until now she's been very successful playing cross-court in these situations, and I think she should get back in doing that, because it is difficult to find space straight back at Nehwal.
Good defense from Gilmour this time. Really making Nehwal move in all four corners of the court, but it's gone long. She lost that point, but a very well-constructed rally from Gilmour.
15-19. Gilmour. The server ready, you must be ready. Play.
Yeah, Kirsty Gilmour just being told to keep play continuous. Good drop shot from Nehwal. And again, Gilmour on her knees, but she recovers quickly and tightens up with the backhand.
16-19, wipe the court.
Great rally from Saina Nehwal.
Yeah, disappointment on the Scottish coaching bench, but I don't think they should be too disappointed, but because I think Kirsty Gilmour, she played the way she's supposed to, and Nehwal just played better in this rally. And as I said earlier, she can only play her best and then hope that it's enough, Gilmour. If she starts overdoing it, then she will definitely lose, and she still got a 3-point margin, which is not so bad.
Yeah, absolutely, Lars. That 3 points will give her the confidence to be able to keep trying to maintain the pressure on Nehwal, and that smash.
Game point 16.
Taking Nehwal by surprise, and it's given Kirsty Gilmour game point here in the second. Oh, that might have been going wide, but Nehwal taking no chances on game points. Great net shot. Good technique from Nehwal, just slicing under the shuttle to create that spin.
20.
Well,
18-20.
Gilmour really needs to stay composed and finish this game off in the next point. I fear for her, as we said earlier, if she allows Nehwal to get back to a setting situation, her experience might just shine through. And she's done it. Big smile and a pump of the fist. Kirsty Gilmour takes us to a third game. She's come through the second, 21-18.
Yeah.
Nothing much. Already, like I said, you already play her, you know her game, her rhythm. Just stay focused.
Yeah.
Don't lose focus, because losing focus in single second you make a mistake. And she take advantage on that. And also keep hold your net. Don't let her take advantage of the net. Net is your territory. You control the net, you control the game. Understand? Yep.
Yeah. So
That's all. Yep.
Play some good rallies and don't give her any easy point. Very important, just push. Come on. So just be focused, just put the pace, put the pressure. So she will follow the ball, smashes, he's not pushing it. When he's doing, he's pushing deep back. Don't try cross clears, don't go, because you're going short. So you have to go straight back. Straight clears, put on the replica. Don't have to take it exactly to the lines. You just keep it inside. And remain sitting. Beginning very, very important. Don't give it easy points.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
The Indian coach Vimal Kumar stressed several times that the beginning of this final game is very important for his player Saina Nehwal.
Gilmour, that's the racket.
And in the same style, his Scottish coach was very specific. He said that when you control the net, you control the game.
Final game, level, play. Service over, 1 love. Love.
Well, all important for both players to not let their opponents get away too far early stages of this third game. Kirsty Gilmour did so well, used so much energy mentally and physically to make sure she closed out that second game. She can't afford to relax. Big jump smash once more from Kirsty Gilmour. I expected the challenge, but it didn't come. Yeah, confirmed by the replay there, that was indeed out. And it's Nehwal with a much better start. Well, it's falling apart last for Kirsty Gilmour at the moment.
Yeah, and I think she's playing some good rallies, but like she did a little bit towards the end of the second game. Every time she wants to kill the rally, especially from her forehand, she's using the same shot or finish the rally. Then she uses this shot, and it is a good shot, but she should mix it up with some straight attacks as well, or some attacks towards the body.
Service over. 1-5. Play.
Oh, another one going wide.
Service over. 6-1.
Nehwal then with the upper hand in this deciding game. Oh, great deception from Kirsty Gilmour.
Service over. 2-6. 1 the court.
Yeah. Almost broke her ankle. She changed direction so quickly after that deception.
Yeah, and the same recipe as gave Gilmour so many points in the second game with playing these tight shots to the net and then lifting.
Thank you.
Then play it over. Nehwal, of course, it's not so difficult when she's lying on the floor, but that recipe was very successful for her in the last game as well.
Play.
Yeah, well left. It was covered by Nehwal. She watched it all the way.
7-2.
And it could be that the speed and the length of the game is getting a little bit to the into the legs of Gilmour, because she seems to take a little bit more risks in her shot selection and is not as quick as we saw her in the first two games.
Great net shot once more from Nehwal, but Gilmour able to get a good length. Well, there's an example of what you were saying that Gilmour should do last. That smash directed right at the body of Kirsty Gilmour. Good variation on the smash.
Yeah, and again signs of fatigue in the legs of Gilmour, which is maybe not so unnatural, but she really needs to push herself in order to get back into this game.
Yeah, that's better from Gilmour. She works hard to get into that corner. Well executed push into the deep forehand corner of Nehwal. What anticipation. It's a nice backhand from Gilmour when it's on.
9-4.
Nehwal so early, expecting it cross.
Yeah, and sometimes the simplest advice is the best, actually. This man Vimal Kumar was spot on, I think, when he said in the interval that you have to push from the beginning, and it's important to win the first couple of points. And when she went on court and showed that that she really was ready to work hard, Saina Nehwal, then she also got the lead in the beginning of this final game.
10-4.
Well, she certainly got the lead. 10-4 now, 6 points. And a big task for this woman, Kirsty Gilmour, to come back now against the former world #1 and current silver medalist at World Championships.
Service over. 5-10.
Good net shot again from Nehwal, but again Gilmour with a great length from a tricky position. Well, it's about hard work, and you can't deny the hard work and effort from this woman, Saina Nehwal, putting everything into ensuring she has that lead at the mid-game interval. It's the change of ends, and it's Nehwal in front, 11-5.
Don't try to do cross shots. The cross shots are equally. Don't try that. The moment you're in competition, just push a flat straight back. Don't try and cross. Clear from here, it should go to the back of the court. Just maintain the length. Even if you move,
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Vary your shots, yeah? Up and then jump.
Coach,
Yeah.
Ready? Play.
Well, a lot of support for Saina Nehwal in this Scottish crowd. You could hear the effort being put in during the interval, both women breathing so heavily, heart rates right up there, working so hard.
Service over. 6-11.
Great touch at the net from Gilmour to set up the short lift. And a great cross smash. Well, that's better, going for the body this time.
7-11.
Yeah, much better aggression from Gilmour now. She's really pushing herself again to reach the shuttle early. And Nehwal is taken by surprise from the push here.
Oh, good reach from Nehwal off the cross smash. Keeping the rally going, one more shot, and you never know what might happen this time.
7.
Came out well for Nehwal, the backhand wide from Gilmour. Well, the deception from Kirsty Gilmour.
Service over.
And that deception indicates that Nehwal is of course not as powerful in her legs as she was initially either. So she just carries her fatigue a little bit better than what Gilmour did in the first half of this third game.
Yeah, great judgment from Saina Nehwal.
Service over.
Very much the drift helping that one fall wide of the court. Nehwal just looking fatigued. You saw her stretching in that rear corner as she went down to pick the shuttle up.
14-8. Wipe the court.
Well, conditions out here for both women tough. Gilmour with the thrilling third game win yesterday, but both women tired. Nehwal showing us perhaps a touch of cramp. But both women back, composed. And a great return of serve, caught the net from Gilmour.
Service over. 9-14.
Well, somebody call a taxi for Gilmour.
15-9.
Saina sent her one way, this shuttle the other.
Yeah, and the
Deception.
same deceptive shot or return we saw yesterday against working just as well against Sung Ji-hyun.
Brilliant fighting spirit from Nehwal, putting everything into maintaining the attack.
16-9.
And really pushing herself. See here how hard she's working with her legs in order to get in position for the shuttle all the time.
Yeah, mixing things up with the punch clear. Nehwal, soft touch at the net, but a good length from Gilmour. Oh, good forehand out of the rear corner from Gilmour. She's back in the rally. And with a touch of slice, the slower drop straight. Fantastic rally from both of these women.
10-16.
Yeah, and it's really impressive the level that Gilmour can place at this late stage of the match. But she's still suffering from a very bad start in this final game, and let's see if she can manage to catch up with her more experienced opponent.
Thank you. Play.
So Nehwal needs fewer points to win this match than Kirsty Gilmour needs to catch Saina Nehwal, so pressure really on the Scot.
Service over. 17-10.
Well played out of a stretched position. Good straight smash, Kirsty Gilmour.
Service over. 11-17. 17.
Well, Nehwal's slice drop into the net.
Yeah, and another good service variation gives her an easy point. That's definitely one of the things she needs right now.
Oh, and it's gone wide. That's more like it for Nehwal at this stage with this scoreline.
18-12.
Saina Nehwal really doesn't need to really go for anything, just to keep playing, keep the shuttle in play, and take 50-50 of the points, even 70-30 of the points, and she'll see herself through. Good pickup. And the same from Gilmour, but it's gone long.
19-12.
But the explosiveness has gone from Gilmour's legs, and that means that they are playing mostly on Saina Nehwal's terms, and then it's difficult to catch up a 7-point deficit.
A tremendous effort from Kirsty Gilmour yesterday against the seeded Chinese player He Bingzhou. Starting to show some signs of effect. Well, that's more like it.
Service over. 13-19.
Well, the explosiveness there this time. Nothing left to lose for Kirsty Gilmour. What a return of serve from Nehwal, sending Kirsty Gilmour the wrong way once more. Push into the deep forehand corner.
13.
And the effort that Saina Nehwal put in at the start of this third game proving to be enough. She's maintained the lead throughout. And it's Nehwal serving at match point, the writing on the wall for Kirsty Gilmour. Oh, good defence from Gilmour, the attack relentless from Nehwal. Oh, it's caught the net. Almost off the floor, Nehwal unable to get in.
Service over. 14-20.
Just 8 more rallies exactly like that, please, Kirsty Gilmour, and
Gilmour.
a place in the semi-finals is yours.
Ready?
Yeah, but I think even if she doesn't succeed in that, then she can be proud of what she's done in this tournament. She showed that she has raised her level tremendously.
Well, Gilmour serving once more to defend match point. Oh, and Nehwal outstretched in defence. Oh, almost a miss it from Gilmour, but Nehwal recovers, but another good shot. Gilmour still fighting.
$15-20.
Well, what a time to find accuracy like that. still match point down. And it's not to be today for Kirsty Gilmour. What a performance, though. Huge respect from both to each other. It was a great quarter-final and a great effort. Gilmour saluting the crowd. What a week she's had. Saina Nehwal looking pretty exhausted, and I'm not surprised. 74 minutes of play, and it's Nehwal through to the semi-finals in 3 games, 21-19, 18-21, 21-15.
Yeah, 1 second.
Well, what an effort from Gilmour, the first British female through to women's singles in the quarter-finals for 10 years, and the first Scot ever to make it through. 74 minutes of action. Let's take a look at some of the best. Well, what a match it was, and Saina Nehwal has just doubled the amount of medals that India will be taking home in the women's singles. Semi-finals now confirmed in that category. Chen Yufei, Pusala v Sindhu in the semi-finals, followed by Nozomi Okuhara and now Saina Nehwal in the other. We've got 2 more quarter-finals up next for you, and it's men's doubles. Chai Biao and Hong Wei of China, the number 6 seeds, and they're up against Marcus Finaldi Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo of Indonesia. So let's take a quick look at the men's doubles draw. You can see there in the top half, Asan and Saputro through. Kamura and Sonoda join them. And let's see if we can fill the 3rd semi-final berth. We've got Chai and Hong against Gideon and Sukamuljo.